Hey butterflies. Hey butterflies. Let me make sure my microphone is on. So it turns out that the Black Mamas was right again. And the problem really is these damn phones. These phones have become a portal to so many different dimensions that it literally is shifting the frequencies and the people around us like clockwork. I did the membership video. We did the next 7-day prediction video. We did it live this morning. And in that, I got a channeled message, and that's what I'm channeling now. But it was the energy of it's time to unsubscribe. You've grown a lot, you've evolved a lot. You're not the same person that you were last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that. You've evolved. And with that evolution, the frequencies of what you seek or want around you are different. But the thing is, a lot of times we say stay subscribed to things that are portals to energies and frequencies that we no longer align to when it comes to our highest vibration and our frequency. So instead of unsubscribing, we keep it there and we just look at it when it comes across our feed and we just don't we don't watch it, right? But we have to realize we're always being influenced, whether we're actively being influenced by something or passively being influenced by something. And so, although you're not clicking on it, your brain still subconsciously sees it, and the frequency shifts just in you seeing it. This season, as we're evolving, the topic has always been on detachment, practicing and learning healthy detachment, healthy attachment, and healthy detachment. And many have a hard time detaching. That's why we see, when, you break up, you're still friends with exes and you still hold on to all these old memories, these old stories of what you used to be, what life was like in high school, middle school. The things that happen to you become trauma porn. It becomes things that you stay subscribed to in your life. So this message is not even just in a sense of a computer algorithm of unsubscribing. It's the sense of, are there beliefs and thoughts or things that have happened in your life that you're still subscribing to internally? So are you still subscribing to that same perception of something? And although you've grown and evolved, that perception hasn't. You're still attached to that thing. And this season is all about unsubscribing. Unsubscribe from those feelings that don't suit you, that don't feel like fit with you. Unsubscribe from those spaces that are not growing with you. Unsubscribe from the spaces that you've outgrown. It's okay. It is really okay. It is okay to let go. It's okay to walk away. 444. It's okay to acknowledge the role that it played, but it's important to acknowledge when it comes to our reality and creating new realities, Oftentimes, many have a hard time doing that because they still hold on to so much from the past. They become hoarders, hoarders of energy. It doesn't even have to be physical hoarding of items and materialism. It could be the hoarding of energy, the hoarding of memories, the hoarding of thoughts, the hoarding of feelings. When it's time to unsubscribe and throw it away, when it's time to unsubscribe and throw it away. Oh, a beautiful white butterfly. Oh, hey, cutie. We were just talking about butterflies and fairies and stuff on the member live. I'm gonna link it down below for those who haven't seen it yet. Or if you're interested in seeing it, you can join the membership to get access to readings and things of that nature that we do back there. Um, but this season, you all, we have to make sure that everything that is in our realm, our scope of control, our realm of control, our locus of control, that it aligns with that which we are in the manifesting scripting energy of, because it can get easy to fall away. Like I told y'all, I deleted my whole Instagram, and because I realized I don't align with a lot of the people of my past anymore on here. I have people on here that I followed from, and they follow me, it's from middle school, high school, college, like, and we don't even talk no more. It's just an awkward virtual parasocial relationship. It's a false sense of connection. It's not real. So that affects the frequency of my energy, right? Now, this may not be everyone, right? But I decided I want to start over. So I started over a whole new page because the energy of what I'm putting out is different. The energy of what I built that page on was strictly business. It was based off of a certain scope. I'm no longer in that. You get what I'm saying? So I had to unsubscribe from the whole profile and start a whole new page. Now, I did link the new page down below in the comments if anybody wants to follow it. It's basically me documenting my aerial and working out journey, um, and just overall fitness and health and growth journey in general. So check that out down below. I'm gonna get into having more talking videos and stuff too. But this energy, we have to allow ourselves to let the old fall away. You're not that same person anymore. And sometimes we stay loyal to things that are not beneficial to where we're going, where we're headed. People always like to say, like, you ever notice, like, when people make it to a certain place in life and, like, they stop hanging with certain people or they stop doing certain things, and people are like, oh, they acting funny, or oh, they think they're better than, or no, it's not that. It's the fact that the people are not on the same frequency of where they are at now. We have to evolve with those shifts and changes. So if these people are a constant reminder of the life that you no longer live, because they're still living it, you have to accept that we are no longer on the same frequency or connection. That doesn't mean that you hate them. It doesn't mean that you have any type of, like, issues or problems with them. It just means that for where you're headed and what you're doing, it can't go. So many, and this is where I had to go through and, like, clean up even with, like, my subscriptions and stuff and the channels that I've been subscribed to that I haven't watched in 2 or 3, 4 months. That's showing me that we're not aligned energetically. So let me remove this subscription, and if it's meant to come back around, it will come back in my algorithm and I'll add it back. Y'all remember that saying? I remember this saying from when I was younger. Sometimes you love something or someone so much that you have to let it go. And if it comes back around, that's when you know. That's kind of like the same thing when it comes to unsubscribing and energy. You know, we were talking about this in the membership area this morning on, we have to look at the energy and the frequency in which we met people in. Okay. So I'm starting to notice a lot of you all who are here now, because you let me know in the comments, hey to the new butterflies, hey butterflies, that you all met me with my transition on the channel. Okay. But a lot of you all met me when I was still doing channeling and divination publicly. I still do it. I only do it in the membership area now, right? And so when you met me in that energy, that's what you knew me as, right? So some of you all, since you've been evolving with the energy that I've been tapping into, you're still here because you are still connected to this, is still on your frequency. The shift is changing. But those who don't change with that shift or that frequency, they will begin to fall off. You get what I'm saying? And that happens in our life. When we meet someone and this connection is going a certain type of way, then all of a sudden issues start happening and the relationship is not what it once was. Well, you have to see what changed. Did anything change in your life? Did anything change in their life? What changed the frequency? Something changed the energy between there. You get what I'm saying? So when you notice the shift, you have a better understanding of like deciphering, is this just a momentarily thing, or is this like a consistent shift that's happening, like a platonic shift, and you need to just get prepared for it and detach. The sooner we realize that nothing in life is meant to be forever, just like how we have the life cycle of being born, living, and dying. Everything we come in contact with is the same thing. Being born is when we first are introduced to it. We love it. We're living it. We're going through the process of it. We're taking it in. We're working with it. We're evolving with it. And then eventually we evolve to something different. We evolve and shift to something different. But we got to make room in our cachet. And unsubscribing is like you're making room in your mental and spiritual like catalog space. You're making room so the things that you do need to see, the things that you do need to embody, arrive. And that's how we continue to shift our algorithm, by unsubscribing from the things that do not align with the depths of who we are now. And those of you all who are here, you're evolving to something different. So when we think about the phones being the issues right now, think about technology, our access to so much stuff. And the more we are connected to, the more we are being influenced. And even if you don't feel like you're being influenced, you're being influenced. You're being influenced, even if it's the sense of you're deciding, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to do that. You're being influenced. If you're forming an opinion, you're being influenced. This is not the season of intaking. I apologize if that burp came up on the microphone. It was like a good little 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying, on a scale of 10. But this is not the season to be engaging in things that we don't really like or we don't really agree with, because that's what our energy is going to continuously align with. What the hell am I pushing over? That's what our energy is going to align with. That's what it's going to connect with. It's going to connect with even the energy of what we don't like. So then that's going to continuously show in our algorithm over and over and over. And so even with now, like just engaging in one particular type of like post, so say you engage in like one breakup post, all of a sudden it's a slew of man-hating content, this happening, and it can be so easy to get caught up in the wormhole of it all. You know what I'm saying? And so this is just feeling like one of those seasons of going through and cleaning out your cachet, your personal cachet, your professional cachet, your mental cachet, your emotional cachet. And all that's basically saying is unsubscribing from the things and the spaces that you are no longer in anymore. You got to be okay to say goodbye to it. That's what it means to be open to receive. We got to be willing to let go of something in order to be able to receive something else, something different, you know? It's like saying you want to get a new bedroom set, right, for your house. Well, you got to get rid of the bedroom set that you have now in order to get that new bedroom set. It don't matter what memories you have with that bedroom set. It don't matter what memories you have with that bedroom set. If you gonna get the new one, you gotta be willing to let go of the old one. Okay? And that's where we are at right now. We're letting go of all of the old things that don't align with the energy of where you are now evolving into. You're evolving, you're in a new algorithm. And every time you engage with the old algorithmic things that you used to engage in, it takes you back down memory lane. Listen, what she say? She was doing good. Listen, back down memory lane. Okay. Shout out to my soror, Minnie. I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I see you standing there, such a happy pair. And lo and on compare, look up there, look up there. She went down this spiral of memories because she was on a frequency of being around something that reminded her of the past. If she let that shit go, she wouldn't have got into her emotions and her feelings like that. If she just detached from the energy, right? She was doing good. What she say? I don't want to go tumbling down faster than the speed of sound. Back down memory lane. Okay? When did this feeling start? Because the thing is that we need to realize when it comes to healing and things of that nature, all it is shifting and shifting your environment. Different things bring out different energies within us. And we've been conditioned with so many things around us that when it's brought like up as like a stimulus or a trigger, we tap into that energy automatically. It makes me think of I was at home and I was just doing some stuff in the kitchen, and out of nowhere the song Let Go by Neo came on. And I immediately started thinking about the summer of my freshman year in college before going to my sophomore year, and how me and my boyfriend at that time was going through mess. Okay, he was cheating, doing all the like I immediately went back to the memories of that time just from hearing a song. I had to immediately detach from that energy so that I could be back in the present of what I was doing. These phones, we got all these contacts in our phones of people that we'll never talk to again, pictures in our phones of things that have no type of resonance with who we are now, you know, where we're going. We got text messages and stuff in our phones since forever. Like, It's literally a backlog system, catalog for everything we've gone through in our life. And then Apple now likes to send you memories of things, okay? So you can't get away from it. As long as it's there and accessible, you can't get away from it, okay? If you have someone on your social media, your Instagram, wherever the case is, and you haven't interacted with their last few posts, unfollow them. Unfollow them. Remove them as a follower. The phones give us this false sense of connection when human connection will always reign supreme. I'm in the process of retightening my locks. I'm like 1/3 of the way done. Yeah, about 1/3 of the way done. And I had washed them and they're like kind of, tangled in together or whatever the case is. So I gotta go in. Because baby, I have a lot of new growth. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of new growth. My hair's been growing really fast. Really fast. But our phones give us this false sense of connection, this false sense of relationship sometimes. And we need to have that face to face, that let me hear your voice type of vibe. And that's why I love when we have like our Zoom sessions in the school, because we get a chance to like hear each other's voice, see each other's face, you know, especially in the world where everything is digitized. But these phones, our screen time, all of it is literally like it's taking away from us truly living in the moment of who we are now, because it keeps us tied to everything. It's like a weight at times. And it's like this season, unsubscribe from the energies that's not growing you, evolving you, pushing you into, deeper into what you're doing, what you're building, what you're creating, what you've been in the energy of manifesting. And allow yourself to get outside and interact with people. Find the free events in your city. A lot of cities have free events that they put on like every weekend. You know what I'm saying? And different things. Find those events and things that you could participate in and do. Get active, get involved. Don't let the false perceptions of reality online stop you from truly experiencing a reality. You know, our phones are nothing but virtual realities. They're portals. And the thing is that the portal is it is able to assess so many different things at one time that it confuses our energy and our frequency. You can scroll on the internet, right? And this post to, you know, say this, X, Y, and Z. And then you scroll the next one, it says something else, and it gives a slight contradiction to what you just listened to. And then scroll, a couple more, you find another one that gives another like it's always something they're shifting and influencing, and it's confusing our energy. Life is about, well, I won't even say life. What I've come to find is that success is about finding the frequency that you're meant to be on and staying there. Find the frequency you're supposed to be on and staying there. Stay on that frequency, stay connected to the things and the people who are on that frequency, and don't shift. Don't shift. And so, what are you unsubscribing from? Let us know in the comments. What are you unsubscribing from? I've been unsubscribing from, personally, like I already started like a long time ago, but I've been reassessing, and I've been reassessing the storylines that I've had for people in my life. So I'm unsubscribing from the storylines that were created for people according to past narratives. I will say that's the big one that I'm unsubscribing from right now. I'm not scrolling on TikTok anymore. I realize I'm not scrolling on TikTok anymore. Baby, I'm going on there, posting what I got to say, and then I'm getting off. Getting on there, posting what I got to say, and then I'm getting off. And so I'm unsubscribing from, if I'm going to consume, content, I prefer YouTube because I have more control over my algorithm on YouTube than I do on TikTok. And so I'm unsubscribing from unpredictable algorithms. I'm unsubscribing from unpredictable algorithms. And so let us know down below, and make sure to engage with everyone else as they share what they're unsubscribing from, especially if you're unsubscribing from the same thing. Um, yeah, encourage each other. Okay, encourage each other. But I thank you all for being here. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I love y'all. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.